I'd like to thank you and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a very, very happy Diwali and a prosperous new year ahead. God bless.
That's also professional commitment, including dolling up.
To doll up means to dress up or get ready, to look beautiful and attractive for a special occasion. जब आप किसी खास ओकेजन के लिए तैयार होते हो, नए कपड़े पहनते हो, तब आप इस फ्रेजल वर्ब को यूज कर सकते हो. For example, it took them hours to doll up for the Diwali photo shoot. She dolled up in a beautiful red sari on Diwali.
I was constantly pepped up and given so much of confidence to even give like long shots at one go.
To pep someone up. When you pep someone or something up, you make it more energetic, more lively and exciting. For example, let's pep up the Diwali party by playing some Punjabi music. It means let's make the Diwali party more lively, more enthusiastic and exciting by playing some Punjabi music. Let's take another example. You look tired, a cup of coffee will pep you up. It means a cup of coffee will suddenly make you feel more energetic.
I saw her smile. I saw her eyes light up.
To light up. This phrasal verb has two meanings. The first meaning is literal, जिसका मतलब होता है to fill a room or to fill a space with light. जब हम किसी भी जगह को लाइट से भर देते हैं. For example, the streets are lit up during Diwali. The second meaning of this phrasal verb is metaphorical. When your face or your eyes light up, it means you are very happy or excited. For example, when she received the Diwali gift, her eyes lit up.
But there'll be a lot of things I'll be dabbling in for a while to come.
To dabble in. When you dabble into something, you get interested in an activity in a casual way. You're not serious about it. जब आप कोई चीज कोई एक्टिविटी सिर्फ फन के लिए करते हो, सीरियसली नहीं करते हो, तब हम कह सकते हैं you're dabbling into an activity. For example, many people are dabbling into pickleball these days. It means that many people are playing pickleball but in a casual manner. They're not serious about it. Let's take another example. People dabble in cooking sweets during the festive season, even if they are not expert cooks.
With me exchanging these ideas through y'all and letting people know what it is all about, the antagonism definitely seems to be dying out.
To die out can be used to describe something that becomes less common then disappears completely. कोई ऐसी चीज जो धीरे धीरे करके completely गायब हो जाए, completely disappear हो जाए. For example, some of the Diwali traditions have died out in metropolitan cities. मतलब कि कुछ traditions, कुछ ऐसी चीजें जो हम हमेशा से करते आ रहे हैं, वो अब खत्म हो गई हैं, अब नहीं करी जाती. We can also use this to describe trends. For example, social media trends die out very quickly. It means social media पे जो trends आते हैं वो बहुत जल्दी गायब हो जाते हैं.
They were worried that the barricades and the railings would cave in, and we didn't want any accidents.
The phrasal verb cave in can be used in two different contexts. जब हम इसको buildings या structures के लिए यूज करते हैं, इसका मतलब वो building गिर गई, collapse हो गई. For example, the building caved in when there was an earthquake. But when we use this phrasal verb for people and we say that this person caved in, it means that they agreed to something that they were resisting earlier. वो पहले किसी चीज से agree नहीं कर रहे थे, लेकिन बाद में end में आके उन्होंने उस बात से agree कर लिया. For example, at first he refused to help with Diwali decorations, but he caved in at the end.
Everybody worth their salt in the business messaged me incredibly positively.
Worth their salt. This idiom can be used to describe people who are really good at their job and deserve respect. ये ऐसे लोगों को डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए यूज किया जाता है जो बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे हैं, माहिर हैं अपने काम में और रिस्पेक्ट डिजर्व करते हैं. A chef worth his salt can prepare delicious Diwali sweets. A teacher who is worth her salt can make learning fun.
When marriage eventually is definitely on the cards.
To be on the cards. When something is on the cards, it means it is likely to happen. It means किसी चीज के होने के chances या possibilities हैं future में. For example, this Diwali, a big party is on the cards. Let's take another example. Buying a car next year is on the cards.
I'm all for love.
To be all for something. When you are all for something, you are in complete favor or support of that idea. जब आप किसी भी idea को, किसी action को completely support करते हो, उसके पक्ष में हो, उसके favor में हो, तब हम इस idiom को use कर सकते हैं. For example, I'm all for an eco-friendly Diwali. It means that I'm in complete support of an eco-friendly Diwali. Let's take another example. I'm all for throwing a Diwali party. It means that I'm all in favor of having a Diwali party.
Those offers have also been on for a while. They were there even when I was not Miss World. So that's still in the back seat.
When something goes in the backseat or takes a backseat, it becomes less important. जब कोई भी काम कम important हो, कम जरूरी हो और कोई और चीज ज्यादा important हो जाए, तब हम इस idiom को यूज कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिवाली के आसपास वर्क कम important होता है and friends and family ज्यादा important. So here we can say during Diwali, work takes a backseat, friends, family and celebrations take over. Another example could be when exams are around the corner, social life takes a backseat. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope you learned something. If you liked the video, then please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to form sentences using these idioms and phrasal verbs and leave it in the comment section below. Wishing you a very, very happy Diwali. Keep unscrewing English with me. I'll see you next time.